What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I came across a story I want to share with you guys. I think this is interesting. And it has a twist to it, you know, from a standpoint of a victim being attacked and then speaking out. A lot of what she said I agreed with. And it was surprising for what this woman went through for her to forgive this man. Now, this recently happened a few days ago. Well, a little less than a week ago out there in one of my favorite places, Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out Memphis. And it's about this man right here. This guy you see right here is Counter Dika, 24 years old. He's a homeless man, and it's been found out that he has some type of mental illness. Anyway, this guy attacked a 79-year-old woman while she was walking her dog in broad daylight, where he ran up on her and punched her in the face multiple times, doing considerable damage. He beat the woman up so bad they swollen almost both of her eyes shut, amidst various bruises on her face. Well, this 79-year-old woman came out and she spoke about this man after he did this deed. And I want you guys to tell me if you agree with what she said. Take a look.
First at 10, Good Samaritans jump in and help an elderly woman who was beaten while walking her dog in East Memphis. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg Hurst is off tonight. Her alleged attacker now facing several charges. WREG's Melissa Moon is live outside the Criminal Justice Center tonight with details. Melissa?
Good evening, Stephanie. Well, 24-year-old Counter Dika is charged with aggravated assault and vulnerable abuse of an adult. He was arrested, and that arrest was caught on camera not long after the attack. A 79-year-old woman out of the hospital and home recovering after being attacked by a masked man outside her condo building on South Highland Sunday morning. Neighbors say it happened near this church where the woman was walking her dog. Police say at least two drivers passing by saw the victim being punched and kicked and honked their horns. One driver got out of his car and chased the suspect, later identified as Counter Dika, behind Edinburgh Towers. The other motorist tried to follow him. Dika was arrested nearby on Galloway Street.
And the kids were screaming, "Mommy, somebody's in there. A masked man is in our yard." So we hopped up, came to see what was going on.
Joy Crenshaw says the man jumped a fence and found himself trapped inside her gated yard and surrounded by police.
And so my husband asked what was going on, and they was like, "Hey, you need to go in the house, lock the doors. You have an armed suspect in your yard."
Her husband was able to capture this video of officers taking Dika into custody in her driveway. In the video, it does not appear he was armed with a weapon. Crenshaw was disturbed when she found out what Dika was accused of doing.
Oh my goodness, it's scary. It's scary. And then just to end up in our yard at 8:30 in the morning on a Sunday, it was pretty scary.
Now, Dika is being held on a $125,000 bond. He is scheduled to appear here in court on Tuesday. For your news leader in downtown Memphis, Melissa Moon, WREG, News Channel 3.
Senior citizen is recovering tonight after being attacked while walking her dog Sunday morning. And tonight she's telling Fox 13 she's already forgiven the man who attacked her.
A 24-year-old man is now in jail after witnesses called police. Fox 13's Troyce Grant joins us live in East Memphis tonight. Troyce, you talked with the woman who was attacked. She says she does not want this man to face charges.
No, in fact, she wants his charges dropped. The 79-year-old woman chose not to be identified, but she tells me on Sunday she was walking her dog here on Highland Street, just south of Poplar Avenue, when she says she was attacked. But the person who attacked her, she says, wasn't a violent criminal. Instead, she experienced someone going through a serious mental health crisis, she says.
He's sick. He can't help himself. And we as a community are failing our mentally ill citizens.
This woman says she wasn't a victim of a crime. She says she did not once fear for her life during the attack, despite being punched several times in the face, leaving her face bruised and her eyes nearly swollen shut.
He did not once try to take anything from me. He didn't say a word. He was just acting out in anger. And I knew immediately that this was not a crime. This was somebody who was sick.
She says She has firsthand experience with people who have had similar mental health incidents, including her own child.
And I knew this young man was seeing things and hearing things that weren't there.
She believes there needs to be a better system for people going through similar situations. She says in Memphis, the resources aren't there.
If we had mental health hospitals, we would not have homeless encampments.
She hopes the story will bring awareness for this issue and that others can learn from it. She's keeping the man who attacked her and his family in her thoughts.
I am so sorry. My heart and my prayers are with you.
The 24-year-old's charges include aggravated assault and abuse of a vulnerable adult. Because of how the woman attacked described the situation, Fox 13 is choosing not to publicly identify him. Darcy?
All right, guys, you've seen it. This guy mollywopped this lady, homeless, crazy. She says she forgive him. She like it, I love it. But he still had to be held accountable from some quarter. But I'm going to tell you something. Her saying that, I think, will help him get off and not really get serious time, because she acknowledged that something was wrong with him, and she'll say she didn't fear for her life and all this other stuff, but she did bring attention to the mental health crisis that's out here, and it doesn't get enough attention. I mean, you see people doing some of the craziest things, and a lot of times people just see it and keep moving, even police officers, because there's not a lot of serious laws in place that really worry about the safety of these people themselves that are going through mental anguish. Makes no sense. This guy ran upon a woman in broad daylight. She walking a dog, 79 years old. Mollywops her. She get on TV and tells him she forgives him because I think with her age and wisdom, she looks back at how the world used to be and how it is now. And her analogy of why things are the way they are, and, you know, with things not being taken care of the way they should, it made her think and say what she said, which I have no problem with. Everybody thinks, you know, their own way. But it's just, he ran up and attacked her. Somebody that couldn't fight back. So, I mean, he was crazy, but I mean, it still is what it is. He got to be responsible for that. Because when I first heard this and she was talking, I was like, what? But then again, this woman, I think she, you know, she seemed like she's Christian, and she probably got, you know, deal with church and stuff. And that helped her with her recovery, because she said she never felt like her life was threatened. I'm like, this guy is mollywopping you. You don't feel like you're scared. So my assessment is, I think when he came up, he was babbling. She already knew something was wrong with him. And he just attacked her and then ran off. I think it was a quick attack, and then he booked. And she looked at it like, you know, hey, he didn't take no money. He didn't ask for nothing. He just fucked me up and moved on. And a lot of times at somebody's age like that, they don't want to go through the court process and dealing with this. And she probably like, man, just, I'm not dead. Just let it go. And some people find that hard to deal with. But I mean, everybody thinks differently. And I honestly believe if you really pay attention to what she's saying, you know, besides the surface, if you get deeper in it, she's basically saying locking him up will not help him. And it won't. It won't. But the thing is, you know, this guy is homeless at 24 years old, out in the street, you know, and a lot of times it has to do with the mental illness that people go through and other people don't understand when they live with them. I can't tell you how many people, I mean, you got kids that are mentally sane being neglected by their parents and thrown out into the street at a young age. What do you think is going to happen when somebody gets of age, adult age, and they don't have to have them in the house no more? A lot of times they just discard them. Hell, they used to close asylums and drop people off at bus stops, still do, and just put them out there in the world for them to wreak havoc or get hurt because they're not mentally capable of controlling self. It's just upsetting. But, I mean, she said good things. You could tell she got a good heart, man. It's a good thing she's okay. Hopefully some resolution does come from this for both parties. But, I mean, that's just, I never heard nobody say nothing like that, and I just wanted to share it with you and get your guys' thoughts on it. Stock Market Steve with Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.